Alright guys, we are live. This is our third episode of Exhibitions. Tonight we have iDom versus DeeAncer. Make sure all the audios are okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Stream chat, anybody? FGC Jesus is with me. Say hello.
Hey.
Hey, it's your boy FGC Jesus here to commentate a match from my friendo.
Mount Lover just jumped in.
Going.
There he is.
Hey, welcome everybody. Did you already do the intro? Did I miss that?
No, we
Mount
did
Lover.
not miss it.
Mount
All
Lover,
right, well.
Are you in game?
Firing it up now.
Okay, just let me know when you're ready for invite.
Sorry guys, we were just putting Mount Lover into the actual game itself so he can watch the match and commentate with me. Also, hi DeeAncer. Hi, I'm waving at you.
Oh, there he is. DeeAncer. Audio is good. Hey, Jesus. Hey, DeeAncer. Hey, Jesus. How's it going? Welcome, everybody. My name is Mount Lover. You are watching our third, I believe, first to 10 new Challenger Exhibitions. This time, we are going to have iDom. Of course, everybody knows iDom. I like to refer to him as the King in the North. Recently took second place at Defend the North. And I believe last year he actually won Defend the North, losing it to Knuckle Dew, and having a bunch of really important upsets, taking out Punk in winner's bracket. He has been pretty much, when you think of Laura in the pro fighting game community, you think of iDom right now. He is a force to be reckoned with. And of course, we've got DeeAncer, a reigning champion of our first ever Exhibitions first to 10. Go ahead and give us a bit of background on DeeAncer, Jesus.
Well, let me tell you something about DeeAncer. DeeAncer is the person who taught me how to play Fang. He is a excellent dancer. He is a winner of multiple online tournaments, and all-around great dude. And really up and coming in the world of Street Fighter V.
So apparently he's going to be using Abigail, and I noticed that on the little splash image that we've got, his Abigail is actually the bigger picture, and the Fang is the secondary picture.
Well, absolutely. He's a big fan of tall man characters.
Oh, okay.
His Abigail is very by the book, but not to the point of being a detriment. He knows that character in and out, and he knows how to suss out the weaknesses of his opponents.
Oh, he's saying his mind games.
Ah, yes.
Just mind games. He's going Fang, everybody. Everybody, don't worry.
He's going Fang?
Yeah, the Abigail was a mind game, and now he's going to go Fang. Or is this the mind game?
I'm not going to lie. I think that his Fang is a much better matchup here. I recall that Fang's matchup is 6'4" in his favor.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of tools to keep Laura out, and when she gets in, he always has that EX dash to get out, barring, of course, the grab. But
I've seen a lot of Laura Abigail. However, when it comes to Laura versus Fang, I don't think I've ever once... I mean, no, when it comes to Abigail versus Fang, I don't think I've ever once seen that matchup. I have no idea how that goes.
No, it can go one of two ways. Either the Fang keeps the Laura out for the entire game with well-placed pokes and really good up balls, or she gets in and the Fang gets curb stomped.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see what Dee's got up his sleeves, as it were.
That's really the name of the game when it comes to just Abigail in general, like or Laura. These are both characters where the match is very momentum based, and a lot of the early rounds are just going to be both players playing with each other, seeing, all right, who's going to hang themselves first. And yeah, DeeAncer is going Fang. Was it actually a mind game? Is he actually just going to stick with Fang?
Oh yeah, he's just going to stick with Fang. Let's see. We're going to have to feel each other out first to see who's good in what, who's got what mind games ready. Oh, we're already
right away
starting.
With a whip punish, crouch heavy punch into the split river.
It seems that Dee does not know where he's going to press buttons at quite yet. As a Fang player, you really have to figure out where they're placing buttons before you can run any of your counter hit combos. Right now, he's continuing with some really good pressure, trying to get some V skill out there to build up, you know.
Of course, iDom not being afraid of that V skill, at least out of V trigger.
Interesting note, he ran V trigger 1. I don't know why he did that. I feel like V trigger 2 would have been better in this matchup, but it is guaranteed damage if he gets next to the Laura player.
I am always a fan of seeing people's V-Trigger 2s. Very little known about them so far still. Oh, here we go. Another whiff punish, crouching heavy punch.
Here comes the Vortex. Very smart, though. He waited it out. Tried to test her with a jab.
Oh, the sweep right through the poison cloud. Perfect spacing. Just manages to connect with that. Worth the trade.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about the trap, is you can usually just press a button right through it.
Crush counter overhead. Into the heavy volt charge.
Well, it didn't look bad for D. He seems to really be feeling out his space, and we'll see if he adjusts to iDom's pressure in just a moment.
The one thing I can tell right away is that we are still seeing like the feeling out, sort of respectful play out of iDom. Once iDom starts feeling himself, he suddenly turns into a gambling man. He'll turn any situation into a guessing game, no matter how bad of a guessing game it is for him. He'll take every single one and turn everything into a guessing game, keep you on your toes, so that you start doubting, all right, am I supposed to be holding up back? Am I supposed to be, what am I supposed to be doing here?
Absolutely. And that's one of the problems with players don't have a lot of Fang experience, is that they really just don't know where they can press buttons because this character is so underutilized.
We're already starting to see adjustments out of iDom. For the first time, he managed to catch that V reversal with that standing medium punch. And you can bet we're going to be seeing a lot more of that. That V reversal is going to become less and less of an option as this
That was an interesting... Oh, he actually got the cross-up jumping medium kick. I don't know if he did that intentionally or not, but I guarantee you, that's really hard to pull off.
Oh, here we go.
And with those crouching light kicks, man. The crouching light kick on Fang reaches so far, you have no idea.
All right, here we go. Final round, game 1. iDom does have the slight meter advantage. That is definitely going to come to play with Laura. Every bit of that meter counts.
Especially in this matchup, any thrown up balls, and she can meter right through it. I don't know if I agree with that use.
Yeah, that random EX dash. So what can you tell me? Where does Fang want to be spending his meter in this matchup?
He really wants to only use that meter to get away, or to use EX up balls for mix-ups.
Ooh, okay, jumping out of the corner there.
Alternatively, I'm sorry.
The V reversal to get out of that situation. iDom again challenges it with the standing heavy punch. Doesn't manage to punish that time.
Yes. DeeAncer is getting really lucky with a lot of these jabs. He's checking a lot of fake Laura stuff. And iDom's adjusting very slowly to it. After all, if you keep throwing out those buttons, it's only a matter of time before there comes a whiff punish.
Oh, here we go. Everything's looking in DeeAncer's favor right now. The meter advantage, he's got that poison ticking. I mean, the life advantage.
But that V skill isn't as useful as you think. See, it's already done.
It's done.
You get about 2 or 3 of those, if you're lucky, and then it's just done. But
iDom is sitting here on very little health. He has 2 poison balls from death.
Oh,
big crush counter overhead, and another one.
The no mix-up.
You do see that a lot out of iDom. I've been watching a few of his games, and he will throw baits in at really weird times. He'll try to not only bait DPs, he'll try and bait your jumps, and not just jumps, he'll try to bait which direction you jump in. He'll know if you're about to up back or up forward.
That was really interesting how he actually got the crush counter in the end. Do you think that D pressed a button right there?
Absolutely, yeah. He was trying to do something in that situation. He didn't get to see what it was.
I think maybe he tried to jab her, but he did it a little bit late.
Oh, are we going to immediately see the character switch, or are we just going back to the lobby? Or the snake, time to breathe.
God damn it. How do I forget how to do
Y back to Q. Assuming you have a controller.
Y back to Q. There you go. You guys didn't come here to see me do this. No. After all, I already got worked by DeeAncer the other day.
That was a good first to 10.
Oh, he said Capcom sent us back. Oh, I bet
Oh, okay,
I bet
gotcha,
that
gotcha.
thing happened where like it just doesn't connect regardless of whether or not you press go.
Come on, DeeAncer, you got to keep it a secret. You got to act like you went back to the lobby on purpose and get all our
That's-
hopes up that you're going to pick Abigail.
Hey man, that's the out of game mind games that he's playing with us right now.
Absolutely.
Is it Capcom or is it me? You don't know.
Still sticking with that V-Trigger 1.
I mean, he made it work for him. It's not like he was losing that hard. He was doing quite well.
Ooh, dash forward at the start of the round. Okay. DeeAncer not trying to waste any time this time around, but now he's on the back foot.
Oh no. There is no reason not to dash in the beginning of the round if you don't feel like your opponent's gonna press anything.
Absolutely.
There we got some
iDom is
punches
another
going
one
on.
iDom was another one of those players that will not hesitate to jump forward at the start of the match if he feels like you're not going to do anything about it.
Absolutely not. Now, DeeAncer is missing out on a lot of these counter hits into heavy punch. He's checking and not maximizing his damage at the moment. But iDom is not afraid. No matter how much life he loses, if he gets in once,
Big
curtains,
max
baby.
range EX lunge. We saw a lot of that in his first 10 against you. Perfect spacing on those lunges.
Yeah, don't be talking about my games now.
I mean,
We're
in
not
a
here for
previous
that.
exhibition that we saw,
We're not here for
may or
this.
may not have featured various people.
Jeez, man.
Third time iDom has tried to put on that pressure with those overheads in the corner and didn't manage to get a crush counter that time. I think he's intentionally trying to catch
I
things
can't
limp.
believe he blocked that. That was amazing. No,
Oh,
yes.
this is such a stressful situation to be in
Come
because
on.
you don't want your limbs to fall into that thunderclap.
There's so much cool. Oh,
I didn't even
that
know what
was-
side he was going to get up on. He cowered crouch and he was on the opposite
fucking
side.
Fang
into the
special,
legs.
man. The Fang special. Where am I at? Where am I
Great
at?
punish on the whiff sweep with the flow forward. Great neutral jump, but of course it was just a normal throw, so she could still anti-air.
Dee's defense is really good right now, but the problem with that is that the more he blocks, the more likely it is that he's gonna lose. He needs
the
to
reversal out
reset
of
his
the corner.
position.
iDom consistently challenging those. Oh, hello.
Got him with that heavy kick.
Again. Not sure what DeeAncer was trying to do on wake up there, but he did get a second crush counter to the face. And of course, just punishes the sweep.
Yeah, you can't go FGC sweep just on us. But I think in situations where stuff is happening that you're not expecting, sometimes it's easy to press the wrong button.
Oh, and here come the command grabs. Yikes! That was an interesting interaction. The projectile clash
Yes.
there with the thunderclaps.
Actually, all of the sleeve things like that, they all get rid of 2 hits of projectiles. It's just really hard to hit them.
Yeah, the number of hits on those projectiles is important to keep track of. Once she's in V-Trigger, that EX thunderclap does get an extra hit, and that
Oh,
makes a
yeah.
huge difference.
She kind of unged him the whole match. If you this is what I said. If you let Laura in, she just runs over you like a truck. You have to reset your spacing.
Also, we're gonna raise the counter. I believe that was 2 punished V reversals that we saw so far in these 2 games.
Oh yeah, they made that V reversal so easy to punish. Any well-trained player will be able to suss that out, but we got a bad trade in the beginning of the match, and
Yeah, punished it with standing medium kick there, which is now 7 frames. So that's that's a big button to punish that with.
God damn, yeah, you're right. Ooh, here comes the vortex.
Here, where do you press buttons? When do you press it? The V reversal, no punish there.
Nope, no punish. Excellent down forward heavy punch, but it puts him in a bad position.
Yeah, huge whip punish there with
He
the
does
crushing
not
heavy
want to
punch.
be in this corner.
Ooh, iDom connecting with the V reversal. Okay, just wake up, back throw. Excellent sudden reversal of situations, but then one jump, and iDom is suddenly
Yep,
out of
that
there.
one jump gets him right out. I can see that Dee's trying everything in his arsenal to get.
Wow! Backed up just the right amount, put out a sweep just before that V-trigger fire.
Wait a minute, how come that V-trigger didn't actually hit him? It was supposed to hit him. What happened?
I could not tell you.
It took away its hitbox. I'm so disappointed in this character. Guys, it's done. Pack up the character. Get rid of him season 4.
You know, I've never
There
heard
we
a Fang
go.
player not say that. I've never heard a Fang player that was not an advocate of removing Fang.
Yeah, we only like him because of the way he looks. Oh man, when Laura gets you in that
even
corner.
managed to backdash away from the poison balls.
Thank you.
Again, max range lunge. Ken tries to sweep through the poison cloud, but a little bit too far. But iDom not afraid.
D trying to regain a little bit of his momentum and a little bit of his composure, as the constant onslaught of rushdown from iDom is it seems to be throwing off his composure a little bit.
Yikes! A third sweep through the poison cloud. Manages to get that crush counter for a few frames before
Yeah,
he
that
got,
was a truly disgusting sweep. So calculated and so prepared. I can see that iDom has figured out the golden rule against Fang. If you don't let him press
ABM.
buttons, he can't press buttons.
ABM, always be matching. Whoa, here we go. Interesting trade. Manages to convert off of it with punishes the throw with that crouching medium.
Yeah, actually, if she does the armored elbow, there are two things you can do. You can do a standing medium punch, which will knock her out of it before she can throw you, or you can use a crouching medium kick, and it'll knock her out before she can hit you.
Yeah, I've never actually seen that EX elbow trade like that, and it was kind of the kind of situation that you see a lot with Karen when her shoulder trades. You could still combo off of that trade. It's a very advantageous situation, and that's great. That's really interesting.
You gotta see it though. You gotta have that eye of the tiger.
Ooh.
But we have iDom 3
Very
up
far.
against D right now.
Very long range sweep out of DeeAncer there, which is not always a good thing for Fang. Unless they changed it. Does he still do that thing where you get one hit of the sweep, completely whiff?
Yeah. Especially at max range. But I'm advocating for more sweeps just because I know that in my heart, it always works. And you have iDom over here. He is constantly shimmying from medium range, trying to bait out
iDom
moves.
is absolutely baiting out every button that he possibly can, getting a lot of whip punishes with that crouch heavy punch. Ooh, air to air butt.
Wow, air to air heavy kick, man. Oh no, the standing heavy kick whiffed because it takes too long.
Okay, V reversal creates a little bit of space there. He's still trying to bait out buttons, even though he is in the corner.
I think one of D's best deals right here is going to be to keep her in the corner for as long as he can. Oh,
Got to punish on the V reversal. No confirm, but still, that's going to be the round for iDom.
how do you feel about how this is going so far?
Every single one of these games has been really close, but it is still 3-0 on the board there. If you had tuned in just now and looked at that score only, you'd think that this was a blowout, but DeeAncer is certainly making iDom work for it. Look at this right now. We've got this relentless corner pressure. Ooh, yes,
That
using
was
projectile
so
invincibility
smart!
on
Oh
the
my
EX sunset.
goodness!
iDom absolutely knows the range on the projectile invincible window and where that is going to connect. I've
That
rarely
is
ever
a
seen him with that.
well-trained reaction, I'll tell you what.
Absolutely. iDom will throw out that EX sunset when you least expect it. He will walk up and do it. Walk up, half circle back, EX sunset.
I'll tell you one thing, I just noticed D is not punishing those fireballs right in his face. He needs to start punishing those if he wants to get anything going.
Absolutely. What should he be pressing there in that situation?
He shimmied right there, but he didn't get a button that he could do anything off of.
iDom getting
What?
hit by
I
the
didn't know that
infamous
worked.
poison cloud into the step.
Guys, I'm a Grandmaster Fang, I didn't know you could do that. I'm a scrub.
It's insanely difficult to block those poison cloud setups. Dash
Ah,
up, crouching is short, just a tick
when
away
in doubt, crouching light, kick it out, baby.
Absolutely. Wow, iDom just touching his hair while getting poisoned.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, the thing is you don't have to be afraid of the poison if it's right in your face.
Yeah, at least when he's not in V-trigger. iDom's been very, very aware of that V-trigger, and he
Yes.
has been respecting the poison ball exactly when he's in V-trigger and ignoring it when he hasn't been.
Exactly. iDom's doing a really good job of sussing out all of D's pressure, but ooh,
That was an interesting interaction. He had a jump heavy right over that, right over that thunderclap.
uh-oh. He called out the EX dash and grabbed it.
And there it
Oh,
is.
that is
Absolutely
heartbreaking.
sunset. I don't even think he needed to. That was just, I think he could have killed without that reset, but he did it anyways. That's going to be 4-0.
Yes, he could have. I feel like iDom's feeling himself just a little bit right now.
Oh yeah, and when iDom
4-0?
feels himself, he starts to reset everywhere. He'll do like medium elbow into command grab just for that tiny bit of extra damage. He just, when he feels himself, he turns everything into a guessing game.
No, it's so rough, man. Laura may not be one of those amazing top 5 characters, but she has such good tools, you know?
You ask Japan, she's like number 15 or something. Japan thinks she sucks.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand either.
I'm glad D went with a safe option there instead of going with a heavy, because a heavy definitely would have whipped at that range.
Great confirm there for DeeAncer. Ooh, the trade.
Yes!
Yeah,
Oh, the anti-air coward crouch. Oh, it's delicious.
Yep.
Kill him.
They'll hit a little bit higher than they look. The anti-air coward crouch, the anti-air crouching medium kick. Yeah, they work.
It was totally a good idea right there to just close out the round. Just use your meter, close it out. Laura can always steal from you.
That's what I've been seeing a lot out of iDom. He will just back off, try to bait a jump out of the corner from his opponent. Because worst case scenario, if that jump forward doesn't come, he's still got perfect positioning and he can still put the hurt on you.
Exactly. And now he's essentially controlling all of D's movement options.
Yikes! The range on that sunset manages to take that round.
Hey, shoutouts to you, Lemon Meringue. I see you in the chat.
Oh yeah. And shoutouts to Laura's standing light kick. Shoutouts to all Laura's buttons. Can we just shout every single one of her buttons out?
disgusting buttons.
I want somebody to tell me Laura's useless button. I want somebody to tell me that.
I think that's it's like she has like a command combo that's like, I think useless maybe.
Oh yeah, the double medium kicks or whatever.
Yeah. Oh no.
Confirm off the standing medium kick, of course. There's the punish on the V reversal, no follow-up.
He must be pulling out his hair right now with this offense.
Yeah, it looks like iDom has the reactions to call out that V reversal, but he's just a little bit not confident as to whether or not he'll get that hit.
Yeah, there we go. He can't be letting iDom get away with throwing out these projectiles for free, because all he's doing is he's corralling V into the corner.
And again, another very close game, but this is game number 5 for iDom. When it comes to just closing it out, iDom is getting every one of these I
mean, you see it, right? At the end of the match, he throws out those projectiles, and if they're not punished, it corrals D all the way into the corner. He can't carry... You can't win in the neutral if he's throwing out those fireballs, you know?
Absolutely. A lot of the Laura matchup for a lot of different characters comes down to let me not let her do what she wants. I can't just sit back and let her touch her hair all day. I've got to make some. Oh, here we go again with the jumping heavy punch going right over the thunderclap.
People say that Fang doesn't do a lot of damage, and he doesn't do a lot of damage compared to other characters, but man, when he gets those damaging combos and with poison on top of it, you never know, man. Ooh. There you go. He's starting to call out those projectiles now. And he's noticing that at the distance that iDom is at, he can't actually do anything about the jump in.
Ooh, big whiff. Slightly mistimed the immediate light elbow there. No wake-up buttons out of DeeAncer that time around.
He's positioning himself.
Ooh, there it is again. The overhead to try and catch anything that he could do to get out of that situation.
Oh no. The reversal out of the corner seems to be something that iDom is looking for.
Again. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that was a whip punish right there.
Oh, this time
dear.
the jumping heavy punch is blocked. iDom's been hit by that one too many times. What's it gonna be? He just has to respect it. He's been overheaded too many times. You saw him standing in place there, anticipating the overhead, and it didn't come.
Gross. Oh, so gross.
Such a disgusting situation to be put in. What do? You see the electricity slowly coming towards you.
I'm tilted right now. I'm sorry, D. I'll be tilted for you.
Backs up. He sees the neutral jump. He goes back in.
That's right.
Here
you
we go.
Keep her in the corner. You gotta show her that That's
Good
your
anti-air.
corner, baby.
Takes advantage with the
Oh, he tried to be so smart.
light step kick just to try to get behind. I mean, it was cool, but it was like -20.
Oh, he called out that shimmy. That was real smart. Real smart. Oh, he knows not to go into that. He knows not to go into that mess.
He just patiently waited for that V trigger to run out, which it did after 2
Oh,
balls.
he should have swept. Should have swept.
Oh no, lands right into electricity.
No. iDom has actually done a command grab every single time after that.
As soon as he puts out the EX Poison Cloud, just answers with the EX Sunset as if he could read it. And there we go, that's going to be game number
That's
6 there for iDom.
disgusting. I mean,
That couldn't have been written as soon as that cloud came out.
I think
He
that was
ready
more
for
of a
it.
prediction. I feel like
Absolutely.
iDom knew that in the scramble situation, he was willing to put up a small barrier to keep her out. But in that situation, the smarter thing for D to have done would have been to put down a light cloud. And that would have pushed him back and put him in the air.
That light cloud to create a little bit of space.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see. Are we going to get more rushdown?
Yeah, DeeAncer tried to play a little bit of that long range game there, throwing out poison clouds and balls, and then he ended up in the corner here. Ooh, okay, interesting trade on the heavy bolt charge. You don't see that very often. Usually has a lot more priority than that. Ooh, switch sides. iDom saw it, and he's gonna keep him in that corner with a jump back.
Here comes that fake pressure.
Where do you press the buttons?
How much is fake? How much isn't?
The very patient walk under. And then here we go. DeeAncer's back in the corner. And is this dead?
I think this is death if he doesn't. Oh my goodness. How did that not cross up? What? I got hit.
There was no mix-up there, but I still got hit. I'd say.
It's the no mix-up mix-up. That's my favorite mix-up. You know what's funny is I played iDom when he came down to Atlanta for the E-League Arena thing that he was on. He came out to one of our locals, and when he played me, I mean, I beat him, but he clearly didn't know the matchup. Right now, he's playing like a monster that knows this matchup.
There are a few times when he gets stumbled up a little bit during the fame pressure, he doesn't know where to press buttons. And in those situations, usually you just have to take your turn.
Exactly.
Oh, the jump back! I'm not even sure if that was a punish. I think that
that was an optimal punish, I think. Wow.
I've never seen that reversal get punished that hard with a jump back medium kick.
I'm speechless. Wow. I hate Fang now. I quit.
Okay, so we said earlier on that they were close matches, but now iDom is just starting to get these reads. He's starting to pick up on DeeAncer's tendencies.
D actually needs to either switch to Abigail or
just cut the lobby and think, you know?
Yeah, just give himself a second and change the way he's playing, because iDom is picking up on the weaknesses of his gameplay right now. He needs to reel it in.
And iDom was going for another one of those sweeps of the poison clouds. Unfortunately, he was a little bit too close. Got hit in that startup frames.
If I were D right now, I would go full Unga. Like, for real, I would. Because in this matchup, that works.
Whoa, he tried to do the jump forward the jump forward crossover.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Reversal, but it didn't quite work.
I don't agree with that at all, but oh man.
Oh, no punish on that sweep. I don't think that was punishable.
He did it! Yo, he failed to.
Yeah, can we establish that DeeAncer just got the poverty perfect? That was all great
got
help.
the poverty perfect. iDom is just going to town, Jesus. He has no fear, and he's got the confidence right now.
Ooh, iDom jumping, landing in that poison cloud, still blocking it.
I believe that you can block it if you don't press a button in the air.
Okay, okay.
That's the hidden tech.
Oh, here we go in the blender. The buns.
And here comes the vortex. D just lets him get away with those projectiles. And he's
Grabs the EX dash, and that's gonna be
He just says, I grabbed you once, I'll grab you again and a third time. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. I'll give D $2 if he holds up next time that there's pressure.
Yeah, D has not been holding up that much, but I feel like iDom's been waiting for it. He's been looking for the jumps, and they haven't been coming. So while it is an answer, it's not the answer.
It's gonna be DeeAncer if he gets that punish.
Ayo. Big whip on the standing heavy punch there. DeeAncer doesn't press buttons. Ooh, again clashes with the thunderclap with that EX lunge.
You know, off of any of those counter hits, he can press standing heavy punch and get a full combo. He's just gotta do it.
Ooh, great counter hit confirmed there out of
wake up jab.
That's such a sick setup. Everybody just got hit there, and there's the stun, and there's gonna be the fully charged thunderclap.
I can't believe what I just saw. Somebody get this man a stretcher.
We're gonna need a stretcher, but we're not taking him out of the ring for 2 more rounds.
By God, he's broken him in half.
He's broken him in half.
He's
from the top of the
broken in
cage.
half. I think he killed him. Oh man, I should mention that it is 8-0 right now. I believe that it is time for D to either put up or shut up, because it's not like he hasn't been figured out.
Can we establish the DeeAncer won previous exhibition 10-3? So I mean, he has established that he can handle his own against other high level players, but iDom is just a step above right now. He's exhibiting why he is the king of the North.
Yes.
I'm sorry about that.
Yes. Okay. You know what? That's fine. That's fine, because right now, in my heart of hearts, I want D to leave this with more than 0 wins. Because he honestly deserves it.
Send your energy to DeeAncer in chat right now. Here we go.
Yes, send your energy. Use those FGC Jesus emotes. The ones that none of you have, because none of your subscribers. Oh, goodness gracious.
There's the stun.
Just making him look free as a bird. Ugh, max damage punish. She was waiting for it.
EX dash out of the corner, clips him with the jab there, but DeeAncer has a lot of ground to make up for here. Maybe a third throw? No.
I would have gone with a third throw.
Yeah, everybody would have gone with the third throw. DeeAncer,
I would have just done it.
A little bit too much.
Oh boy, 9-0. Are we gonna see it turn around? D, in my heart of hearts, I knew you could pull out this Ultra Instinct power that's inside you.
And by Ultra Instinct power, we mean Abigail, but no, he's gonna stick with the thing.
Here we go. It's the make or break point. Go for broke, brave or grave.
Triumph
Round 1.
or die. Again, the sweeps of those poison clouds every single time. There's another one back to back.
And
It's gonna be a third one. Yeah, it was the situation, but he was a little bit too far. DeeAncer doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
Those are negative.
Oh, D's getting a little bit shaken up here.
He is definitely shaken up, but I know that he can pull it through. I know he can. This is part of D's training, man.
Perfect matchup knowledge. They're out of iDom again.
Goodness
Not overextending
gracious.
to let the poison balls land on his head. And then again with those clashes with the lunges.
Gracious, gee golly gosh.
Ooh, can we establish the iDom? Just wait for that reset to try and get a little bit more damage off that situation. And DeeAncer press throw. Here we go. There's the stun. This is going to be the closeout, unless Fang's damage is way low than I give him credit for. No, it's fine.
You know, it actually was so close to not
It was real
killing her.
close.
It was so close to not killing her. Here we go, T. Here we go.
Big whip punish there with the standing light kick. Shoutouts to Laura's standing light kick.
Look,
Okay,
Laura
DeeAncer
has
creating
nothing
some
but plus
space.
frames, baby.
DeeAncer created some space behind that poison cloud that time, but
Compose yourself, man. Compose yourself.
there we go. There's the crouching jab. Gets the crush counter sweep. into V-trigger activation. Now he's got good
He
corner
got a
positioning.
mix-up, but it didn't go anywhere.
Ooh! The sweep whiff. I think that was because of the EX flip, the EX dash, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was. Oh man, he's willing to trade that sweep every single time.
Oh, look at the damage discrepancy. Both of these players have laid hands on each other about the same, but DeeAncer is sitting at a huge life disadvantage. Ooh, patient blocks with the triple crouching light kicks. Very good mental fortitude coming out of DeeAncer there.
That was such a good like measured response.
All the
but
rest
in
of
the
us got
end,
hit there, but
Laura's got a command grab, baby.
going
What
around
are you
on the
gonna
board,
do?
and this is going to be set point here for iDom. Final round.
Yes, it is time. Somebody play that theme song.
Low forward into bolt
Where's
charge.
the Guile theme?
Again, DeeAncer is sitting here in the corner. V reversal out, no punish.
No
The
punish.
X lunge again at max range. They only happen at max range when it comes to DeeAncer when he's not clashing with those thunderclaps.
Oh dear. She side switches with him to put him in the corner because the corner has been the death of D every single time. Oh,
There's the stun, and that's going to be
Shimmy
all
to
she
death.
wrote there, ladies and gentlemen. The King of the North, everybody.
a convincing
A
victory,
10-0
unfortunately.
victory for the Jon Snow of the FGC, iDom.
Props to iDom playing like a madman.
DeeAncer now saying it would have been better if I had the Season 2 V reversal. Okay.
I would have liked to see D either pick V-Trigger 2 or go with Abigail for at least one or two matches, but I think that for him, this was just him feeling out the matchup, you know?
I can see that. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to switch after you get to that 5-0 mark, it starts to, if you don't switch at that point, then it starts to be like, okay, I feel like I'm in a sunken cost fallacy right here. Like if I switch to Abigail, maybe I'll get a win from the matchup unfamiliarity, but then that's not going to be enough. People said he would wake up jab and that he will start with a lot of command grabs. People told you wrong, my friend. iDom will absolutely feel you out before he starts pulling out the crazy stuff. And a lot of people get used to the crazy stuff because that's all they see in those run backs, the bracket resets, when he starts to go nuts. But he only goes nuts once he's conditioned you with the solid play, and then he'll immediately switch back and forth if you start to expect the nut stuff.
The nut stuff? Are we expecting nut stuff in Street Fighter V now?
What? Never.
That's what you just said, man.
Never. What nut stuff? Yes.
Speaking of nut stuff, let's start talking
Shoutouts
about
to nut stuff, everybody.
the jiggle physics on Zangief's thong. When are they putting those in? When is he getting the buff?
This is why you play on PC, ladies and gentlemen, so you can patch things like that in. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. This has been another new Challenger First to 10 exhibition match. My name is Mount Lover. My excellent co-commentator has been FGC Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm not allowed
to plug yourself.
My name's FGC Jesus, and you can follow me on Twitter at FGC Jesus.
FGC Jesus, very, very, very strong Fang player. You can catch him in the Fang Discord, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, or just wherever on
Why
the
do
new
you laugh
Challenger
when I
Discord.
called you a strong Fang player? It's true. A very humble Fang player, ladies and gentlemen. And shout outs to DeeAncer and iDom for coming out and gracing us with their presence.
Amazing players, amazing set.
You can catch DeeAncer at twitch.tv/DeeAncer or Twitter at D_answer. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only iDom, probably the strongest player that has not yet been sponsored for some reason. Shoutouts! Let us know if you want if you want us to somehow sponsor you, iDom. I would love to if we could somehow raise that kind of money to sponsor iDom.
Oh, absolutely.
You just knock it out enough. Oh,
You know,
man.
I mean, based on that match, we could have the Geico Caveman sponsor him.
Oh, yeah. Twitch.tv/iDom_New York. Twitter at iDom NYC. Definitely follow this man. He has been the Lord to watch for a long time now, and he's only been getting stronger. Taze says, how about you sponsor me? Taze, when's your first 10 exhibition? But again, thank you everybody for coming out. Shout outs to Mr. Vinegar, the man behind the Discord and the new Challenger organization for organizing all these first attempts. We've got some amazing stuff lined up for you, ladies and gentlemen. We have got names like, well, you know what?
No, don't spoil anything.
I'm not gonna.
Don't spoil anything.
I'm not gonna.
Hey, man.
Stay tuned in the Discord.
I'm not
Absolutely.
gonna spoil it. I mean, it was kind of already spoiled if you're watching Capcom Fighter shoutouts. But stay tuned in the Discord for our next First 10 exhibitions. I am excited for some of the stuff that we've got lined up. But thank you everybody for coming out. Vinegar, you got any last words?
Thank you so much for coming out.
Nope.
And,
thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah.
Catch
Thanks
you
a
guys next
lot,
time.
Jesus.
Catch you guys.
Thanks,
next
iDom.
time.
Thanks, DeeAncer. Thanks, Mount Lover.